Hey fellas, how's it going? Today we are discussing one of the Dragon Ball Legends crossover decks coming to Fusion World. It is Giblet. I am joined by Atomic Ego.
Good to have me back. Appreciate you.
And yeah, we both like green. We both like this leader a lot. I figured this would be the one we would talk about, and we're gonna get right into it. Starting with the leader card, on front, when attacking, draw one. Pretty standard. Awaken at 4, draw one. Now, the backside, he still draws, and his leader ability is really interesting. He places 1 energy into the drop. If you have 2 or less energy, add up to 2 battle cards from your drop to your energy. Then if you would add a card to energy during this turn, place that card into its owner's drop instead. It's an important note, this will come up later. That's both sides of the field, so if you ramp an energy to your opponent, it goes to their drop as well. Atomic, you've done a lot of testing with this leader. What do you think so far?
It's a very strong ability if you're able to just swarm the field and play around with energies. It's going to take a lot of plays.
Yeah, I like it as well. There's a lot of room. It feels like when you look at the numbers, it's like, oh, I need to be at 2 or less energy. A lot of the cards you're running with ramp you down in the first place, so you're really playing with 4 energy for the turn, and there's a lot of interactions where you get more than you think you would. Anyways, that being said, we should move on to the cards. First, we'll be talking about Zamasu. It is a 5k combo on play. If your leader is Giblet, look at 4 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 battle card with a cost of 2 to 5 and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of their owner's deck in a random order. Now, this is a searcher that I actually like because this searches everything in the deck except for your extras and your super combos. So you're rarely missing.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best searchers in the game that is not missing anything. Your deck's not playing any high cost cards. It just helps out so much.
Oh yeah, it's definitely up there. I would say Shin is still the best searcher because he can grab super combos, which is ridiculous. You notice how it's only red that has searchers that can grab super combos?
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, maybe we'll see more later on, but it is what it is. Decent searcher, it's pretty much your 1 cost of the deck. Next up, we have the Raditz. Now, he is an interesting card. He's also a 5k power, 10k combo. On play, if your leader is Giblet, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. So a leader-locked Self-Awakener. You're going to notice a big theme with this deck. A lot of the cards are leader-locked. And he has an Activate main. Place 1 of your energy into its owner's drop. This card in a battle area gets plus 15k power for the turn. I'm not a huge fan of this card. It's easy to remove. I feel like there's better uses for your energy. It is a Self-Awakener though, so I do like that, but for like a 1-cost Self-Awakener, we already have Murray, but I would play this over Murray just because the artwork matches the deck, and having that Murray not match would upset me greatly.
So I'm actually in opposition of you. I think this card is very good. The fact that he can drop energy just opens up a lot more plays for past cards that we used to have. Like the Goku blocker from Green Vegeta can be used now as well, while also ramping you down. You can just do a lot more plays.
Okay, I can see it. I can even see a world where you charge to 5, play this, get rid of that energy, and then... No, you know what? You're right. I just need to play around with it more.
Yeah, you just gotta think outside the box. Think about how you want to play with the energy. That's the reason I think this leader is going to be really good.
Yeah, there's a lot of room for... You got to think more. Obviously, I didn't. I missed that with the Raditz. He's decent. I think... Yeah, I think I could see him. But this next card, the 2-cost Janemba, he's got a permanent. He's also a 15k, 10k combo. If you have less energy than your opponent, this card in battle area gets plus 10,000 power. Not bad 2-cost for 25k for 2-cost. It's decent. And he's also a Self-Awakener. I will say though, and this says more about the quality of the deck than anything, I think this is the weakest card in the deck.
I would have to agree. I wish the permanent was actually permanent and not just on your turn. The fact that he is just a 15k on the opponent's turn, just a body that's needing to be removed.
Yeah, that's the big problem. He's really easy to remove. I don't understand why, because we have cards that have a permanent power for both turns in the game already.
Yeah.
I guess they thought this being a 25 on both turns would be too much, which the quality of the cards in this deck, I understand that. Yeah.
With 10k combo too.
Yeah, and the 10k combo. It does make him he's still a good card. We're not saying he isn't, but he is the weakest card in the deck. If you were going to remove this to make room for something else, this would be the card you're probably taking out.
Yeah, I agree.
Next up, we have the 2-cost hit. He is a 20k on play. Add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. And when attacking, if you have less energy than your opponent, choose all battle cards with cost of 1 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO them. So, first of all, a lot of Self-Awakeners in this deck, and we're not even at the good ones yet. As far as Awakening goes, there's a spicy one in here. And this card, it's pretty straightforward what it's meant for. This is your Rip Coup hate. If you're playing this, it's going to be a meta call. The more Halo Coup is around, the more copies of this you're going to run. I think this is a very important card for the deck, and maybe just a lot of the green decks in general. We have a lot that play at low energy now.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. This being a big middle finger to Halo Coup is kind of chef's kiss. But once Halo Coup is out of the meta, fingers crossed. Once Halo Coup is out of the meta, then I don't see this card having that much of a future. But for right now, I love it.
Yep, it's just a meta pick, and in the current environment we're living in, this is a must-have. Next up, we have the Super Baby 2. He is a 2-cost 20k, 5k combo. On play, you already know he's a Self-Awakener. When attacking, draw 1 card, then discard 1 card from your hand. It's very reminiscent of the 2-cost Android 18, the on-play effect. He just has this on attack. And you're not getting to 6+ energy with this deck, so you wouldn't play the 18 over this, because the other effect doesn't really do anything for you. No. Otherwise, they're very similar.
If anything, they're to the T similar. The only thing I will say about this card is I don't like the fact that you're always drawing and discarding every time you swing with this card. It's very... If sometimes when your hand is really good, you don't want to swing this card anymore, which is kind of just a drawback of it.
Yeah, I have a similar thought on that. Like, it's a better effect when it's optional, like the 2-cost Samasu. But yeah, because it's mandatory, that it kind of hurts. I still think if you don't have the hand that you need, it is useful. So it is definitely a card to consider playing. Otherwise, if your hand is cracked, yeah, you're probably charging this.
It also helps you set up the drop, so that way your leader effect can start to get online.
Yeah, that is true. Next up, we have the 3-cost Frieza. He is a 20k, 10k combo power. On play, you'll never guess this. You add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. When attacking, if you have less energy than your opponent, choose up to 1 battle card with a cost of 2 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO it. It's not a bad card. We have that effect on other cards, though, that we may prefer playing. I can't be mad about it, though. It is a 10k combo. I think that's worth keeping around. It's worth considering.
So the card's not bad. I just think it's just cheaper Broly.
Yeah, that's where I am too.
Yeah, we'll talk about that card when we get to it, but that's just my thoughts on it currently.
Yeah, it's still good, but like we can't stress this enough. There is not a single card in this deck that's just outright bad. It's just if you need to make cuts, there's obvious cards that you would cut to get like your numbers, and it's the Janemba in this. We're thinking anyways. It's still early, we could be wrong, who knows. Anyways, we can move on to Golden Frieza, 3-cost, 25k, 0. This is the first 0 combo card in the deck. Permanent, your turn. If you have less energy than your opponent, this card in a battle area gets plus 5k power. On play, if your leader is Giblet, draw 1 card, then add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. So he is a 3 cost. He's a draw 1 that can punch for 25 to 30. I'm not a fan of him being 0 combo, but this is the first 0 we're seeing in the deck. It would have been ridiculous if they didn't print a card that had 0 combo. So
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. I don't know. I have mixed feelings. He replaces himself in hand, and then he puts out pressure. I do like that.
So I have mixed feelings with it. Just the combo is my only problem, because even after you're awakened, this card is still just a draw 1 the moment it's played. Just the 0 combo is my biggest gripe, because there's other 3 drops which we'll talk about later that could be used, but I do like this card. It's just every time I put it in the list, I take it out, then I put it back. So that's a love-hate relationship.
I feel like if this card also dropped an energy on play, it would be no question you play this card as a 4-up.
Yeah, I would agree.
But as he is, it's because he doesn't do that, and if you're on 4 energy, it slows you down.
Yeah.
So that's another thing to consider. Next up is a card that you and I have talked about a lot. I think this card is cracked. It is the 3 cost Cell, 25k on play. Do I have to say it at this point? You're adding a card from your life to your hand. When attacking, if you have less energy than your opponent, choose up to 1 card that says card, not battle card. This hits fields with a cost of 4 or less in your opponent's battle area, and add it to its owner's energy in rest mode. Now remember the leader ability, it has that stipulation. Once you use that ability, all energy goes from the energy to the drop when it gets ramped in. So what this cell actually says, when you sequence it properly, is place 1 card in your opponent's drop that's 4 or less. This card is really good.
Yeah, I have to agree. This card is a staple. It's a 4-up. Ramping to drop is ridiculous. This is also an area where the 1 cost Raditz can help out, because when you play this card and after you use leader ability, definitely on turn 4, you're gonna either be equal to somebody in energy, so it's gonna be 4 and 4. With the Raditz, you can actually put yourself down to 3 after you already done that, so that way when you can use his ability, because you have to have less energy than your opponent.
Yeah, I didn't consider the Raditz for this card in particular, because there's a tech choice we'll be talking about later that I've had my eye on for a while. Let's just stop for a minute and talk about the cards that this deals with. It deals with every field that's relevant. This gets rid of Lab. This will get rid of Tournament of Power Arena, Cell Games Arena. There isn't a field this doesn't hit, as far as I remember.
No.
This immediately gets rid of Jiren. And that's a card green struggles with.
So Jiren, it gets rid of blockers. There's not a lot of blockers that's like 5 and up.
This just gets rid of Tamagami.
Yeah, it handles so many problems that green doesn't like to handle at all. Blockers, green hates, and Cell just he destroys them. Fields, all that stuff, he just doesn't care. Yeah.
So yeah, very important card for the deck. 4 of. Not much more to say. It's probably my favorite card in the deck.
Yeah.
I might be a little biased there because it is Cell. Next up is a 3 cost Giblet, 20k power, 10k combo. Speaking of blockers, he is a blocker. And on play, if your leader is Giblet, add up to 2 cards from your life to your hand. So you are awakening by turn 3. It is almost a guarantee with the amount of self-awakeners you have.
Yeah, this Gibby is pretty good. The fact that he is a 10k combo blocker and he can swing is immaculate. Just turn 3, 6 health. You take the 2 away. Your ability's online, and you already have 2 active energy ready to go. That's disgusting. And if you don't want to swing, you can hold up a blocker. But at the end of the day, who's really trying to take care of this this 20k beat stick that early versus trying to hit you? It's just a lot of pressure early.
Yeah, and that's another thing I don't think we mentioned when we mentioned the leader. This is a deck that he just wants to punch. He wants to punch a lot.
Yeah, it's a very aggressive build that it's aggressive with removal, and which makes that very unique in itself.
All right, moving on. We have the 4-cost Kid Buu 5k combo, 25k stat line. On play, believe it or not, you do not awaken off this card. Finally, I think this is the first card that doesn't say add a card from your life to your hand. Discard 1 card from your hand and place 2 of your energy into their owner's drop. Add the top card of your deck to your life, then add up to 1 battle card from your drop to its owner's energy. So essentially you're paying 3 to add a life, and you're getting a 25k swing.
And bringing back an active energy, which is disgusting for your leader.
Yes, you're bringing it back in active. It's this is a very good card. There's a lot of room for this in other green decks. There's some disgusting lines you can do in Giblet, depending on your tech options. For example, you could charge to 5, play this, you go down to 4 energy, 2 of them are active. You could swing this, put an instant on it for a 40 swing. Now you're down to 3 energy. Leader ability back to 4 active. Play another one of these. So now you're awakened, you've played 2 boos, and you're at 6 life. There's some stuff you can do with this. And that's just with Giblet. Every green leader is going to like this card.
I have to agree. I think Nameku for sure will be playing this due to the fact that sometimes he gets pushed to 1. It just puts him back to 2 with the swing. And then on top of that, he's going for... he'll have enough energy to play the double strike if he wants to. Use his ability, go back to 3.
The only problem in Nameku that I could see with this card is the whole discard stipulation. He's not a big fan of that. But it is an option even for him. Our next cost is a 4-cost 30k 5k combo power. It is Turtles on play. Place 2 of your energy into their owner's drop. If your leader is Giblet, this card gains double strike for the turn. Then add up to 1 battle card from your drop to your energy. So you're ramping down to 2, ramping back to 3. One of those is active. Your leader ability, you're now at 3 active energy. And you've produced a 30k double strike. And those 2 active energy can play into that with one of the extra cards in the deck that we'll talk about later. This is a very strong card. This is one of your finishers. Not much to say about that. It's pretty straightforward. It's your double striker.
I like this card a lot, but at the same time, I have gripes with it. The fact that it loses his double strike after the turn is a little bit disheartening. But I think that's a fair trade-off when you're restanding energy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. It is 100% for balancing reasons. If this was just double strike forever, it would be crazy. But I see the intention of this card. You're supposed to play this, and it's supposed to hit. Like, this is how you're either ending games, or you're putting in a lot of pressure. And we'll circle back around to this card when we're talking about the extras. Next up, another 4-cost. It is Shallot 30k 5k combo. Permanent, your turn. If you have less energy than your opponent, this card in the battle area gets 5k power, so he's a 35. Most of the time, it's going to be very rare you play this and he isn't a 35.
Yeah.
Especially because his on play. Place 2 of your energy into their owner's drop. If your leader is Giblet, draw 1 card. Add up to 1 battle card from your drop to your energy. So you're playing this, you're going to 3 energy. One of those energy is active. Leader ability will put you back to 3 active energy. I like this card a lot. You play him, he replaces himself in hand, he swings for 35. It's a lot like that Frieza that had 0 combo, except he has combo, which is another reason I feel like you'd cut the Frieza. Because the weakness with the Frieza, he doesn't ramp you down. This card ramps you down, so it extends your play.
The fact that before you even do leader ability, you can just swing 35 is disgusting.
Yeah, because then you can see how they react and then plan accordingly.
Yep. And this is a really good card.
Yeah, it's one of your SRs too, so that
It makes
explains.
sense.
It makes sense. Next up, another SR. This is the boss card of the deck, the 4-cost Broly BR, 25k, 10k combo power. When attacking once per turn, choose up to one battle card with a cost of 2 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO it, so he's got removal. And activate main, place one of your energy into the drop. If your leader is Giblet, switch this card to active mode. So he's swinging twice. He's dropping the energy for you, so you're going from 4 to 3 to activate your leader ability. So you'll have 2 active energy. And yeah, he's just a 4-cost dual attacker. Not much to say about him on that regard. I think he's really good. Important card.
Yeah, not really much I can add to it. He's good.
We'll talk about him at the end, though. He's coming back, don't worry. Yeah, next up is the only 5-cost card in the deck. This is Goku Black. He is a 5-cost, 35k, 0 combo power. Something has to be 0 in this deck. He is a crit. On play, place 2 of your energy into the owner's drop. So this makes your leader ability active. And then you choose up to one battle card in your opponent's battle area and KO it. So this is your removal. This is what you play to deal with big boys.
Yeah. The big boys do not do what they want around Goku Black.
They do not. But yeah, that's all there is to say about him. He's also a big body with crit, but he's most importantly functioning as removal for endgame threats. Not much more to say about it. Next up, we have the super combo of the deck. It is this Ganan Man. He's a little fella. He's silver. That's it. It's a super combo. All right, we're nearing the end. So we have the extra cards. The first one we're going to talk about is Saiyan Born of Fury and Hate. Your card that is in a battle gets plus 15k power for the battle. Then if your leader is Giblet and you have less energy than your opponent, this card gets plus 10k power for the battle. So this is Meteor leader lock to Giblet with different conditions, because as we know, you need 6 or more energy for Meteor. Giblet's obviously not playing at 6 or more energy, so he needed a different condition. And that is it. Otherwise, this is just Meteor. And it is really good in this deck because of the way it functions. It almost doesn't matter what you're playing. You are going to have active energy after. For example, you play out the turtles, you do all your leader ability shenanigans, you're now swinging 55 double strike with this card on top of it.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's just Meteor. It's not really much else to say about it. The fact that it is leader lock to him is a big deal, because otherwise he would not be able to swing this double striker for the damage he really needs.
Last card in the deck, 2-cost extra card, Twisted Morality. Place one of your energy into its owner's drop. If your leader is Giblet, choose up to one battle card with a cost of 4 or less, and up to one battle card with a cost of 3 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO them. I'm sad this is leader locked, but it is what it is. It's a very good card. It is de-ramping you, so you're going from 4 to 3, and then leader ability, you're back at 4. Essentially, this card is free at the end of the day, because you're paying 2 for it, ditching one of your exhausted energy, and then you're ditching the other exhausted energy off leader ability. So this removes 2 cards, and then you're putting out a Cell or a Broly to remove anything else on field.
Yeah, this card is I think a lot of people in the beginning were not seeing the usefulness of this card, but this card is very good. Definitely into Yellow, who likes to swarm field, same with Red. And Halo 2, ironically, you can use this first before you play Hit, and then just to clear board.
Yeah, I really like this card. There's not much more to say about it. It's important, it does a job, and it does it well.
Yes.
And that's it for the Giblet deck, but I wanted to talk about a couple tech cards from earlier sets, because there are a few. There's 2 in particular that I wanted to talk about right now. You know, early testing, they were a lot of fun. The first one I'm going to talk about, and I mentioned it before, that this card was 100% support for this leader. It's the Broly Childhood from set 6. And just a reminder, on play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Activate main, 2 energy. Place this card in the battle area into its owner's drop. Play up to 1 Broly BR with a cost of 4 from your hand. So you're on 3 energy, you can play this, awaken, swing it, leader ability, pay 2, you're getting your boss card out.
Yep. First thing first, I apologize. Last time we talked about this card, I was a non-believer. And now you got me being a believer. This card is really good for Giblet. At first, it didn't really have a home in Broly BR, but right now, Giblet is most certainly adopting this card. I think it's really good. It's a good tech piece.
Yeah, it lets you put out a lot of pressure when you don't need to worry about removal that turn. You know, it's you're doing a 20 swing off of this, a 20 swing off your leader, and then 2 25k swings with that Broly, and that Broly is also KOing at 2 cost. If you're playing this on curve, you're answering their turn 2 play, as well as putting in pressure. I really do like it as a option in this deck.
Yeah, this takes out Crit, Kefla, Vegeta, Videls, whatever 2-drop that's on the field, and yellow. And Trunks for black. It just takes care of a lot. That play just takes care of a lot of problems early while also getting you online.
And the other card that we're going to talk about, I believe when you and I spoke about this card before, you said you thought it was good, just not yet. And it's the Piccolo Mini DA. On play, place 1 card from your energy into its owner's drop. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 3 or less and KO it. So the play that Atomic and I were thinking of with this card, and why we really like it in this deck, is just an in-game example. We'll say you're playing against black and they're on 4. They go grade 8 baby into the 2-cost Trunks. Well, you're on 4 on the crackback. You play out this Piccolo, place an energy into the drop, go from 4 to 3. He KOs the Trunks. Leader ability, you now have 3 active energy to play the Cell to take care of the Ape. So you can clear their board and put in pressure.
Yeah, it's really good. I think that play helps out with a lot of issues. Once again, just Halo Coup. This can kill Videl while also Cell's taking care of the 4-cost Gohan if it is there. Like, swinging face while taking care of board is just such a disgusting thing to be able to do with this deck. And I think this card that didn't really need to be played should be played in this build.
Yeah, it has a niche in this deck that the placing the energy in the drop, it doesn't matter as much. It doesn't hurt as much as it would have in other decks. And he was just waiting for a place to end up, and I think he found it in the Giblet deck. He's definitely a viable tech option.
Yeah, I gotta agree.
All right, and that is everything we have for the Giblet deck. Thanks for watching once again, and until next time, take care. I will see you all later. Atomic, you got any finishing words?
No, that's it. Appreciate you guys for watching. We'll be out when the manga set comes.
Yep, we'll see y'all when the manga booster is revealed.